Hey guys, today we are doing a video on how to set up a practice station to see what influences the starting line of your golf shot. So guys, today I'm going to show you how to set up a practice station so you can start to determine what factors are coming in to influence your ball flights, and maybe you can start to develop what is creating the ball flight you're actually seeing. So as you can see here on the ground, I've already got an alignment stick set up. That is on my target line, and that will be on the outside of the club, okay? And that is so that I know whether the club face is square to my intended start line. Now that will obviously start to alter relative to the target, depending on if you're wanting to hit it as straight as possible or hit little draws and fades. Obviously, the club face has a huge influence on that starting line, so if we know where that club is pointing at address, at least we can take that factor out as to what's going to be happening to the ball flight. After that, I've got two sticks right here, okay? First one I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the stick in the ground on my target line. So I've chosen a tree out in the distance and popped the stick out right here on that start line. Now, the idea is that that stick there is going to be the one that I'm going to be able to see where the ball is starting relative to that line. So if I am hitting a draw, I want the ball to be able to start to the right of that stick and draw back onto the target. Or if I'm hitting a fade, I need it to be able to start to the left of that stick and cut back onto the target. Now, you might wonder why I don't have one for my feet. Now, the reason I don't have one for the feet is, depending on your attack angle, will depend on where your feet are starting to align. So if you hit quite down on your irons, you tend to be a little bit more open. Okay, so that will factor in how far down you're hitting, determines how far left your swing will be directed. If you're hitting a little bit more shallow, you won't be anywhere near as open. So this is completely individual to you guys. So I think if I stand there and start to say, this is the only stance, it's a load of rubbish. So that's why I've not done that. The other one is the ball position. Okay, you can have a stick at a cross section right here so that you can start to determine where the feet are, where the ball is in the stance, okay? This can be useful if you aren't used to where that ball should be positioned, and if you struggle with it, definitely do this. For me personally in my game, this is something I don't practice. I find the ball position is quite relatively pretty conformed most of the time, so that's why I've not got that set up. So the reason for the second stick right here is, so I've got the one stick there determining whether I can actually hit my start line. Am I starting it right at the target or left of it, okay? Let's say that I hit a golf shot right here and it starts way right at that target and then cuts off, okay? But I'm trying to hit a little draw. Well, I know that the club face was the problem there because I hit it with a wide open face, which has caused it to go way off target. Conversely, if I'm trying to hit a cut and it starts left and goes left, then I know that the club face is coming too closed, okay? This is particularly about controlling the club face, okay? If you've got a really consistent path, I don't mean it has to be the exact number, if it's within like 2 or 3 degrees every single time. Now, the reason for the second stick is, if you really struggle on those start lines and you're not getting the ball to move back to the target for whichever shape it is you're hitting, what I like to do is take this off, 2 feet apart, sticks either side, right here, and I'm going to try and hit the golf ball in between those sticks, so that if I can't get it between those sticks from, say, 5 feet away, what's the chance, how far offline is it going to be further on, okay? So I don't have it miles in front, like probably a little further than I actually want it, okay? Probably up to 6 to 8 feet would be ideal. And then what you're then going to be doing from here is you're going to be able to work and making sure that you're getting that ball started through that gate each time, okay? And if you're doing that, then you at least then have got the control of the club face. Then you can start to work on the curvature you like to individually see on the golf shot. So guys, This practice station should really help you start to understand what's causing the starting line for your golf shots. Okay, set this up and start to see, is it your path that you're struggling to curve the ball back to the target, or is it your starting line, the direction of where the club is pointing at impact? Is that the problem you are struggling with in your game? Okay, hope that's been useful. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and talk with you again very soon.